Hi class, we're going to go and do a paper on CAPM this week. We're going to go over the costs of equity and the expected investments, the risk-free rate, the beta of the investment, and the market risk premium, and how this model provides a theoretical approach to taking on a cost of issuing equity to do a project. This is very important for our WACC, our weighted average cost of capital, because it's one of the components that we need to know in understanding how much the cost is to raise and sell equity for us in a business to do a project. And in doing that, it goes into correlation or together with our WACC. And so we need to understand that our weighted average provides us a cost of equity that is in there so that we can figure out how much the weighted cost of of, of capital it does cost us so that we can know how profitable our business is. So when we're looking at the WACC formula, we're looking at the cost of equity, and last week we did the cost of debt. So this week we're just looking at the cost of equity, and we're going to figure out this approach so that we can understand the overall capital budgeting of our paper. I'm going to also give you guys an outline. It looks like some of you are losing a little bit of focus on how to come to this realization of how to do these papers. So I'm going to provide you an outline so that you can see how it is done. This is our outline of our paper, where we have the title of your page and your name in here. And we're going to go through here and see that you have your abstract, 250 words. You're also going to see that you have an introduction paragraph, which is just going to provide you a paragraph on equity. What is equity? What is stocks? How do we raise it? It should be about one paragraph, about 5 to 8 sentences in each one of these paragraphs. At this level, we should have a citation, some type of outside information that you're providing and providing commentary on that. In addition to that, you're going to go into the next 2 paragraphs, which is going to explain CAPM, and so that you can look into it and explain how it is. The next one is a numerical illustration for CAPM. This is going to be a hypothetical illustration with 2 paragraphs with a table. When I say 2 paragraphs, if you're at 1 paragraph, 8 sentences, and you complete it, that's great. But these are the topics that need to be covered. The next one is you're going to explain how the next section of the paper is you're going to explain how CAPM is not perfect, the problems with the model. The last part of the paper before we get into it is we're going to explain how CAPM and WACC are used together so that we can find a capital budgeting. This is very important so that we can understand how a altogether company can figure out the cost of their debt and equity so that we can understand how much it is costing them. So that could be 1 or 2 paragraphs as well. The last part of this is the conclusion. If you wrap up the paper and just explain what CAPM is and how it is important, it'll be really easy to do at this point, and that should be around 4 to 5 sentences, your conclusion. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always here to help.